dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Bad times are coming.
Hey, KEXU 96.1 FMLP. We are here at the News Hour for Magazine. I'm the Black Cripple and the Deuces.
That's PNN, not CNN, people. Poor People's Revolutionary Radio. I'm Tiny. What's up? I am a poverty scholar. That houseless mama, that houseless daughter, all the people you don't want to see, never want to be, look away from me. What? What you gonna do, arrest me? We're in your city. Yeah, and I wear my jailhouse attire because me and my poor mama did jail time, the poverty crime of just trying to stay alive in this holler. So today, here we are sitting in the stolen Ohlone Lashon land they call Oakland. And we have suffered in the Bay Area just in the last 2 weeks from both the stolen Ohlone Lashon village of Yalamu, aka San Francisco or Gentrification City, to Oakland, aka Wichin. Over 530 unhoused people being removed, having their belongings stolen and thrown in a trash compactor, most of whom are elders, most of whom are disabled, and most of whom are, and all are, people in struggle. And really, what are they in struggle with? Housing.
Housing?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Would have thought.
Yeah.
We're criminalized for the sole act of not having the money to pay the so-called rent. And then even when we pay the rent, they figure out ways to eradicate us.
And the rent is doubling under Carson?
Yeah, right? That fake, you know what. So we are blessed to have on the phone with us some comrades out from other part, right? Chicago, yeah. The other part of this stolen territory they call American. America. So we're really blessed to have some powerful revolutionaries from Chicago, from the People's Institute for Housing Justice. If you check behind us on the screen, they are on Facebook, and there's some comrades, and they're facing some crazy housing situations out there. Welcome, Michael Donnelly.
Hello, Lisa.
Yeah, and Leroy. It's Tiny and Leroy. How you doing?
All right, how you doing, Leroy? All right.
So
I have my wife Carmela here with you as well. Hello.
Hey. So can you tell listeners and viewers? I know we, originally hooked up because I saw some craziness going on. Can you tell us what the situation is out there? What you guys are dealing with?
Well, we've been homeless for 5 years since early 2013, and we reside here in Chicago in an area that they call the West Loop, according to the developers. And as we stay down here, we just see nothing but tear downs and high-end property going up like crazy. More property than people can live in. More expensive property than anybody like us could even imagine to pay to live in. And the city, going up in public housing and seeing all that demolished and just seeing that there's not really much hope for people like us to get out of this situation, it seems. We don't have a mayor that's on our side. He's a friend of the corporatocracy, even though he's a Democrat, Ron Daniel. And so it's just a crazy situation. We got put in a situation where my wife's housing voucher was stolen, and then from there we occupied a house, and then believe it or not, we get put out by Wall Street. Coming in the Blackstone Group, buying up hundreds of homes here in Chicago and across America, from California to Florida, to Seattle, to, who knows in. Now they own like 80,000 homes. The rent is insane, crazy, and it's just getting worse,
Yeah.
You know, I know also that, in Chicago, so-called Obama just opened up his library and center. So, all that money that's going into that, what is that doing for the city as a whole?
You want to answer that question? It's not doing anything for the city. It's just empowering Obama and his legacy.
Right. Right. Can I ask you too? I mean, sadly, what you guys are dealing with is exactly the same as we are out here. So if that's any comfort, I mean, this crisis is everywhere, right? And especially in our big, right?
Yes, correct. Every day, I'm on Facebook and I post stories for housing and homelessness, and what I do is I go all over the place. I mean, this is it's an around the world thing. Everybody's suffering from homelessness and lack of housing. When I look at other housing organizations and I try to look at what's going on. I really don't see much of housing and homelessness. So, I try to be a little bit different and actually put housing and homelessness, so people can actually see what is going on from state to state, from country to country, and it's basically, it sounds like it's all related. Everybody's going through the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things that's interesting to me is that you talked, I do a lot of wordsmithing with the colonizers' language. So when you say developers, I call them developers. But that said, right? That said, one of the things that we're struggling with, and we were one of the first people to start talking about it. And it sounds like you guys know this too, as fellow, revolutionary media and organizers. Is that they put this program in place called RAD, which actually sells the leases of public housing on the stock market. And so that eventually all of the so-called public housing, aka project housing, aka, it wasn't that great, but it was some housing, is no longer even public. So that's where all these demolitions are coming from. And it sounds like y'all are dealing with that in a big way out there too. Because what they really want to do, and it's actually in the plan, if you look up RAD in HUD, is actually eradicate, it should be called eradicate, all public housing and turn it into mixed income private housing. And so that they say that ultimately by 2020 or 2025, there will be no housing for the very poor people of this country. And one of the things that people are tripping off of is Ben Carson. Oh, he's so bad. He's so bad. But the reality is this was already in the pipeline. This Trump clown and Carson, they just the hatchet man. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Under Obama and Julian Castro, this was already in the pipeline. My sister Queen Nandi Exuba here and myself, we released that in 2013. That was they planned from the gate. So, and so I just wonder if you could tell listeners and viewers how many public housing have they actually demolished out there? I'm just curious because I don't actually know about Chicago, right, in that sense.
Right now, they pretty much eradicated over 90% of all the old public housing. I want to go as far as 90%. I could say 95%.
Oh my God!
And because like you said, being in the pipeline, I can go all the way back into the early 90s when they started locking down public housing units here.
Yeah.
Claiming that they were fighting the war on drugs. And they were
right.
turning them into prison at that time, in a sense, putting in metal detectors, security.
Right.
It was a failed plan, but then they came with Hope 6, which really, like you say, I hate to give these fluff names to the disasters.
Right.
The plan for transformation here, which is the plan, I call it the plan for devastation.
Thank you.
Home State was really no hope.
Thank you.
You know, it was just all about destruction and tearing down public housing. And now with the current mayor, he's even selling off part of the land to his developers or developers.
Right.
You call them.
Yes.
If I'm pronouncing that correct. You know, putting up grocery stores, fixed income housing.
Right.
Where former residents don't have a right to return, and those that do have to undergo drug tests and all kind of insane things.
Right.
You know, and with them tearing down these public housing, so then the neighborhood goes down. They tear down the public schools. So the city is just really gentrified, and it's become more and more white, more and more rich in that sense. You know, more and more. When I go to my own neighborhood, you know, I took Carmela there one time. You know, you just really see people from Asia, people from all other parts of the world. People from America are not even benefiting from any of this that is going on, in my opinion, except for those who still have. But for a lot of people, it just seems like it's really, they're only concerned about getting people here who got money. So if they can get people here from China, if they can get people here from India, from Pakistan, or wherever that have money, that's all they're concerned about. They're not concerned about making America great again, because it'll never be great again in that sense.
Right.
They can pretend that they're making it white again, but really, it's all about the green.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's it.
Thank you. You know, we're running out of time, but I want to first of all, two things to tell you. First of all, thank you, and we would be honored if you'd be a Poor News Network correspondent. Like, we can keep checking in with you maybe once a month. That's number one. Number two, I'm sure you heard about the Poor People's Campaign, right? Well, that's mostly middle class people led, just to be real with you. No disrespect, but it is. But we're joining up with some other actual poor folks, and we're going to be doing a march from Philly to D.C. Starting June 2nd. And so I just want to put that in your hopper, and I'll send you some information about it. But they're asking for other actual houseless folks and other people in struggle like all of us to join in, and we're going to be going from encampment to encampment from Philly to D.C. So it might be something y'all are able to do. They're also helping folks with transportation, with the cost of flights. So I'll hook you up with that. And also just, yeah, for sure. It would be our honor. But the other thing, lastly, is if folks want to get more information about the work that you guys are collecting, they should just go to the Facebook page. Is that the best way to sort of check in with y'all as well? To see what you're doing?
I'll say the best way to check in with us is via the Facebook page, People's Institute for Housing Justice. We have stories coming up every day. I would like to put more stuff on my WordPress blog, you know, but I'd say that's the best way right now is to go to the Facebook page, because it's updated daily. It's like a news feed. And for anybody who doesn't know or doesn't believe how bad it is out here, they can go to that page.
Okay.
And definitely get some information and learn that way.
Okay.
About what we've been through. We do have a few stories that we did. One in particular that I like to always promote, if people want to understand the devastation of Wall Street and private equity, is the Game of Homes, which is a story that we collaborated with Indies Times magazine. The Game of Homes. It's a really great story. It's a true story. We lived this story. We had to sue Wall Street, and we won.
That's what's up.
Because they illegally evicted us out of a house that we occupied, because it was a bank-owned, foreclosed home after we were evicted from public housing.
That's what's up.
And so we investigated them. We did everything we had to do. You know, so we are serious about this, and I say it's a really good read to read about as far as how we came into this struggle and how things have, like you said, from 2013 to Trump.
Right. Would you send me that? Because what I'd also like to do with you guys' permission is publish that on Poor Magazine. We also have a online magazine, and we'd love to help promote your story and just collaborate in that way as well. Put that out, that if you guys want to write any other stories for us, we love that too. But
Okay.
yeah, but if you could like maybe message me that story, that would be great, and then we can promote it out. Big love to y'all from me and Leroy and
take
all the Poor
care.
Magazine family. Just let you
All
know.
right, Lisa, thank you.
For sure. Much love. And, don't give up the fight. All we can do is collaborate, and we got our rights, okay? Thank you so much, family. All right. Talk to you soon. Okay. Bye-bye. So you heard it first, family. This housing crisis ain't just here in Stolen Routine.
Chicago, New York, D.C., everywhere.
And so also people...
Even in Africa.
That's right. But let's be real. The displaced nation, the unhoused nation, we can fight back. And next week, actually, we're doing a counter sweep of the people who sweep us. So stay tuned to Poor Magazine. Go online to poormagazine.org for more information. And stay up, stay woke, and stay connected, because us poor folks got to stay together. It's PNN, not CNN.
KEXU 96.1 FM.
And I'm looking for somebody come and help me carry this load. I need $1, that's what I need.